Clay Trader, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol MYDX. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually just today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I've been doing this analysis on a routine basis, did it yesterday, and if you watched yesterday's video, probably don't need to watch this one because everything that I talked about in yesterday's video is still in play, and it's actually already played out a little bit. And the main point of that is in regards to this purple line here, which is the 50-period simple moving average. And as I talked about yesterday, this is essentially the quote-unquote trend line. Now, it's not really a trend line, it's a moving average, but you can picture this as a trend line, and I talked about, this would be the resistance portion of the pattern. And I'll get to the other part of the pattern here in just a second. But sure enough, right here, the price bounced, got right up around that area of the purple line, and then the price started to fall back below. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying the purple line can't be broken, but I'm just saying, as I talked about in yesterday's video, and I'm not patting myself on the back here, but I am going to pat charts on the back as they really go to show the power of charts. And if you don't believe me, that's fine. You can just go back in the video archives and watch the video from Thursday. But, talked about this as a level of resistance, and now it is indeed acting as a level of resistance. The good news is, though, at least it's, heading up relative to, coming back down to test the bottom portion of the pattern, which I alluded to earlier. So as far as the secondary part of this pattern, that's where the pink line comes into play. Again, not a trend line, but we'll picture it as a trend line, but that is the 200-period simple moving average. And essentially what's taking shape is what we would call, some sort of wedge, symmetrical triangle, whatever floats your boat. So as time goes by, that line's going to continue to look something like that. This purple line's going to look, continue to look something like that. And you can see a wedge pattern is forming. Now, at this point, you'd have to give the advantage to the bulls because technically speaking, okay, yeah, the bulls are closer to breaking out than what they would be to breaking to the downside. But all that still remains to be seen. So again, as far as, what to look for going into the next week, nothing has really changed relative to yesterday's video. 50-period simple moving average, key level of resistance. 200-period simple moving average, that pink line, key level of support. So we'll see how it all unfolds next week. One of the most popular questions I get is, hey, Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together this free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then by all means, click right there to get access to the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and like I say, it is free. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.